Okay, I would like to present a question to all of you about an idea that we see a lot in the horse world. And generally this happens when we feel like our horse has been just the best horse ever. They're fantastic, they're wonderful, they did a competition or they got past an obstacle or whatever. And plenty of people will come along and they'll pat or they'll smack their horse on the neck or the chest or the shoulder or on the side somewhere. And they'll say, "Good job, you're a great little horse." And you know, the feeling that we'd like to exhibit to these horses is that we're proud of them, we're happy with them, we think that they're just great. But I would like to give well, right now I'm going to give an example, but I would like to give the idea that to do such a thing actually does not convey appreciation, happiness, comfort even, to a horse when we go to touch them in this kind of fashion. And that may seem odd to some people it will be very obvious. I don't think I know anybody around that if you go up to them and you start patting them on the back or patting them on the arm as hard as you can, like plenty of people do with horses, and they're like, "Thanks for that, can you give me a couple more?" It just doesn't happen. Nobody wants to get hit like that. And I believe that horses don't either. And I'm going to give an example of that with this little one here. We're going to give her a little bit of a worry. Now, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't train them to kind of get used to these ideas a little bit. Sometimes we're trying to hit a fly or something like that, and we don't want them to take off. You know, it happens, but not for the purposes of conveying how happy and proud of them we are. So here's my idea. If I'm training a horse and I get her to do something, say for example, I want her to back up. I haven't taught her this, we're starting this today, but I'm going to pull back on the halter a little bit here. And I'm going to wait a little. There. Okay, that's fantastic. If I say to her, "Thank you very much, you're just the fingertips, just a light touch. Thank you very much." Maybe I could lightly touch the side. But if I was so happy with her and I went to go smack her on the side, I'm going to do it on this side so you guys can see properly. And it doesn't matter the side, but I show you, if I do this, very quiet, we see quiet eyes, we see some listening ears, but for the most part, she draws, okay? So these are all, I know you're a good horsey. And so to me, very naturally, I want to just sort of cuddle or touch lightly. And it is just the lightest of, and I'm sure plenty of you have been touched, just, I mean, maybe sometimes it tickles, but there's other times when it's just really nice to just a nice gentle touch in comparison to something that, now I'm going to half prepare her for this by touching her already, because I don't want her to go too far sideways. But I will show you what she exhibits when she's patted, because I've done it a couple times just to see, and she's not a big fan, and there's a reason for it. So I'll show you here. I'll pat, okay? And that is light. I mean, if I were to, that's about, it's quiet. It's very light touch. But to her, okay, you ready? Pat, okay? It's no good. Now, why? Okay, why do we take these horses that quite naturally, I'm really sore, yes, don't like it, just like we wouldn't like it. We don't want to be pat on the arm or the back, you know. It's not a comfortable, happy, and humans want to do it because we want to clap. We're like, "Yay, that was really good," because of whatever thing that we've done in the past, and that is carried on for generations. People clap when they're happy, and then they apply that to their horse. Wacky whack whack. So I would like to propose that as many of us as possible, if you agree with me, that we encourage others not to pat your horses when you want to convey happiness. I don't know if there's ever a case of where you want to pat your horse like that, other than maybe to get some dust off or hit a fly or something. But for the most part, no. And the honest and pure form of the horse here, she's not been handled much at all, to me is a great indication of how even our domesticated ones are thinking, "Stop patting me, man. Like, Don't do that. You know, we have to acclimate them to it. It's not a, it runs contrary to both human nature and horse nature. Anyhow, that's it. I just wanted to present that a little bit and give an idea. I think she's an absolutely lovely thing, so I would want to come in and I would want to hug her and tell her she's wonderful, and then she might get real quiet and sort of fall asleep with me a little and just be, she'd be pretty good. Yes, she would be a wonderful little horse. So that's my idea. Yeah, you can go. Let me know what you think. You know, stick a comment below or something, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, you're a good horse. Who's the most wonderful horse ever? You.